I was vibing into some music, but because if I wanted to post this wherever and I'm not like familiar with like how to do that, they're gonna like flag me some weird shit. Anyways, what I was thinking was, bro, haha. Okay, today is Saturday, and I was just thinking, I was like, look, you don't need to be a hippie to be a spiritualist, right? You don't need to be sober to be a spiritualist. You don't need to be a grass smoking cool person to be a spiritualist. You don't need to be anything to be a spiritualist, right? And you're going to hear that a lot. That's not a question that I feel, oh, it says you can't zoom in or out of this mode. Okay, so then why are you here, folks? Listen, you don't need to be anything to be a spiritualist, which is really what it's all about. You just need to be you, but I want to be clear. Who you are changes every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Who I am yesterday is not who I am today. And I know people say that, but it's a real fucking thing. My energy signature will not be the same. And if I'm processing a lot of information, it may feel kind of low or down for like a week or two. And when I come out, it's going to be drastically different. Look, I'm trying to feel and like vibe into the vibe that I'm in right now, which is like, there we go. Thank you. Can you stay together? Thank you. And uh, I've I don't want to say rarely, but infrequently drink. And I felt like for some reason that I actually wanted to drink on camera. And I guess it's because, listen here, just being right here, just being this, folding laundry that hasn't been folded in like months, okay? Just I made my own reusable paper towels and they're not fancy. I just took some fucking flannel cotton, cut it up, and it's not cut well. Actually, rephrase, it is cut perfectly because it doesn't matter. I'm using them with my kid to wipe her hands, and I am trying to create a natural as possible. That is what I say. In this household, we are natural as possible, or as close to, I say, as close to natural as possible. That is what this household is. I am slowly, probably never going to be extremely consumer conscious, but as much as I possibly can, as natural as possible. Back to this. So what I was trying to get at, I guess, was I don't know. I'm new to this. Are you allowed to drink on video? Okay. If you can't, I'll just drink over here. Why I'm concerned about whether or not you can drink on camera. Because I don't like the idea of people seeing me drink. Valid self accountability. All right. So what I'm trying to say is I wanted to do a live, but I'm still kind of very nervous about doing lives. I'm just getting comfortable with fucking getting on camera. Okay, let's start here. Spirit's trying to get me to do lives because it doesn't really matter what you guys think, you know. But working on that. So I'm an energy healer, and that is not just because I put my hands out and throw it at you. It's not because I think it and give it to you. I am a healer in my natural every day. Every vibration, every sound, every movement, every visual representation of who I am is fucking energy. I have audacity, okay? And so, you're welcome. Yeah, I can. So I am picking up a lot of energy. So if I make movements or, sudden, it's just because one, I'm feeling the vibe. Two, drinking, so less uninhibited. And when I am uninhibited, I am more free in my energy, which scares me at times, but not so much anymore. So the point is that all I'm doing, really and truthfully, is I'm just sitting here because me just sitting here is energy healing. And I know that sounds crazy to you, but I mean that. You looking at me is creating a vibrational change within your life, within your bioenergy field. It just is. I am nothing. Ooh, rephrase. I am embodying who I am. And who I am is someone who alters the chemistry of your frequency. So we are just going to, however long this video is I'm just going to figure out how to put these cuts on this paper towel roll. Look, when I did this, I didn't know they were going to be, I knew they were going to shrink, but I didn't know so small. But considering it's just me and my beautiful child, I don't care. So, I just trying to figure out how the roll is supposed to go. Is it supposed to go like this? So Spirit wants me to sing. See, you see these cut difference? They're both cotton flannel, and yet this one didn't shrink very much, and this one did. Look, I don't know. And as long as we can use them for, now I can't remember, is it 3/4 or is it less? Let's try it like how this is. Alright. This is a 4-person test. Let's see how it goes. We're just doing a test. That's all that this is now. Oh, yeah. Spirit wants me to sing. Okay, see? Did that. And this is from someone who doesn't really care too much about, like, fanciness or if it's perfect. I am no by far means a perfectionist. Okay, so if I was take this off, that's fine. And then the next one. Oh, I did it! Look at moi! Mwah. Look at that. Alright, I did it. Okay, so now I just need to do that for the rest of this. Sing. Spirit, why do I need to sing? Loved one. It's not about singing for the people. It's about singing for the vibration. La fête me veture metaloati sterale Mari, Mari, Mari. I don't know, but this is going to be for something, or maybe I need to Google. It's, while I was doing that, there was this Abu Rajamatian at Batorgumadela Kadani Indian Diator Jabwashi Wadian Quamba Bedet. Dito farta makadian jumata aria so sabia jukujet nianin I love what is what is it. Maria, the song Maria. Also, someone was like, I don't know the word, not insulting, but like, not even digging at me, because that's not how that works. But they're basically saying, why did I need to clarify the song Maria? I don't know, for whoever it needed. If they didn't need it, then why did I feel the need to do it? But they did. Spirit says, because I needed to clarify. So whoever that belongs to, Maria, okay. And then they said, but also because I'm working through multi-energy. So here's my question here. If I'm working through multi-energies, is that yes. Okay. I was going to say multi-frequency, but I think it's, listen here. I'm doing my best to translate for you, okay? But there's a lot happening. And apparently I no longer want, this is no longer the energy for me. Even though I still want to keep myself covered, Spirit is saying, nah. Okay, just a tip. Can I keep it like this? Yeah, and then once I was about to do this, there's like a stop. Yeah. Alright then. Bonnet it is. Yeah, this might as well have been alive. I mean, it's gonna be a long ass, regular ass video. I mean, I guess I could pretend this was alive. That is now a video. Multi-frequencies basically, and I was basically asking, are they showing up with different vibrational points, right? Different vibrational points are going to have different consciousness and different levels of what's important to that consciousness or the energy of consciousness. Yay, me. And in this case, Spirit is just acknowledging that yes, there is differences in the frequency and what I'm picking up and things like that. Not really something to, put on my fucking calendar about. But it's just letting me know that that makes sense, while also I'd be having some conflicting energies about certain things, and it's simply because they are working at different vibrational points. So are you trying to teach me to state that I need one pure line of art? No. We just talked about how I worked under raw and unfiltered, so trying to do that, but just being paying attention, that that's also why I can kind of, it's not that I can get tired, but I don't. I can stay in connection for a very long time, but Spirit says staying for a very long time at the frequency that I could maintain is a little bit shocking to the system when that energy fades, which I've noticed. This is not new. I have noticed that it sometimes can be a little bit difficult for me, um, because of the fact that one thing I noticed that I never understood was is that some people talked about how they would get tired. And that's not everybody, right? But some people would talk about how they would get tired when they channeled. And yet I never did. The longer I channeled, the better I channeled, and I could hold it for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. That is not typical. I didn't know it wasn't typical. I really didn't know, because why would I know that? My experience is that honestly, I can do it for an extremely long time. The issue does come in when you drop. So it's not even about how long you can handle it, not really, but how you handle the drop when it comes. And that's where Spirit has really uplifted me. So there's not really a drop. If anything, I've had to learn. One, I was trying to figure out if this is the video to talk about frequency. So one of the things that I noticed is that, is this a good fit? Yeah, still good. Okay. Is that someone was talking about, they always like to use, no, Spirit said no. Okay, because I feel very passionate about that particular discussion, and I don't want it to be hidden at a 12-minute mark where most people may not even find it. Now, do I believe that those who are meant to find it will find it, so I'll hit on it, but I won't make it a point of like talking about it for a long time. And that is just understanding that I can hold it for a long time, but when I drop, when I have to leave that space, I find it harder, because actually for me, being in higher spaces is a lot more comfortable and a lot more honest and authentic to who I am and my energy signature than being human is, which is why that language is more easier for me than speaking English. Sometimes I can get stuck where I can only speak light language, and then after, while I'm in light language, I'm not able to speak English. I go to a moment of pause, because getting back to English is harder. Yeah, getting back to English is harder. So I do find myself trying not to do that, because it can kind of feel very jarring to talk to someone, want to speak English to someone, and then all of a sudden I literally can't even speak English to them. And then, they look at me. Now, I'm getting less and less worried about whether or not someone can understand me or understand that, or where I'm coming from. That's not really as prevalent to me anymore. What was the point of this video? No point. No point, loved one. There was no point in this video other than the fact that you have been drinking and you just wanted to tap in and share. You understand and starting to really realize that you don't have to do a damn thing other than be present, and you're going to create exactly what it is that you need to create. Whoever is watching is going to participate in you for whatever it is. Fanfare is fanfare, meaning I don't have to stick my hands out to do energy work. And I've seen that. There was one guy I remember I seen, he did energy work where he was noting now he didn't need to like hold his hands out. He could just look through his mind's eye, see it, clear it, do the work. And I've always been able to do that as well, but I am a physical person. I transmute through my body. So moving my hands or anything like that is a natural way that I do that helps me. And Spirit is only trying to get me to realize that, or to really embody the understanding that I do energy healing just being present, baby. that was not the kind of energy that I normally produce, but it was one of confidence. I produce energy just by fucking sitting here. And I know that makes absolute no sense, or that seems absolutely crazy, but it's the truth. I am an energy healer from the moment that I was born. I've been a catalyst and a life changer, a game changer, a friction maker. Okay? And I just understand that about myself. That doesn't come with ease or softness. That doesn't come without contracting certain situations. But it comes with something that is new to me. Every day Spirit tells me how great I am, how good I am, how kind and fantastic I am, how loving I am, and then also trying to get me to really see my own sovereignty and really embody it, which I struggle to do because of the contracts that I've had to deal with and the humanness and my understanding that even though, yes, I am an eternal being living a human experience, I'm living a human experience because I contracted it, because I chose it, because I wanted it. And if I wanted it, why wouldn't I live it? Why wouldn't I experience it? Why wouldn't I indulge and embrace all of it? And I have. That doesn't mean I've lived life. Trust me, Spirit's gonna let me do that. Yeah, you are. But what I'm saying is that I am someone who understands that I am as much consciousness as I am body. I am as much body as I am consciousness. It is not duality, but interconnectedness of all. You know? I used to call myself a hippie, right? Not a tree hugging hippie, but a hippie because I'm free spirited. Now I know that it's just consciousness. I am just someone who embodies consciousness. I am free spirited because my consciousness is. I have learned to embrace and to participate while being embraced. Ooh. Now again, I'm uninhibited because, drinking a little bit. But I wanted to show, and to be honest, like, I'm not a big drinker. I'm an infrequent, very, very infrequent drinker. But today is a Saturday. I skated out in these streets. I drank a little while I was skating in these streets. And now I am fixing and finishing up my laundry that's been in this basket for 3 months because I have been healing. Okay? I am working on my as close to possible reusable versions of things. And I am saying that literally without holding my hands out, without trying to embody Spirit or have Spirit come down and channel you these most amazing messages. I'm still fucking healing. If you're watching me, something in your life has been shifted. What that's been shifted, I don't fucking know. And at the end of the day, it kind of doesn't matter. You did it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Conscious One. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, I'll end it there. Happy birthday.